everyone, welcome to another video. In one of my earlier videos, I did try and explain why sending money abroad would be more expensive from 1st of July 2023 in the wake of the new 20% TCS provision. Well, after this video was put out, there came in a lot of updates and clarifications by the government, because of which I thought if I put out a second video in relation to the same topic, I would be able to cover more situations and things would be more simpler and easy to understand. So the objective of this video is to try and understand all major types of transactions, whether 20% TCS would get attracted or not, or whether any threshold limits would be applicable for this 20% TCS. So let's do a deep dive. Firstly, LRS or Liberalized Remittance Scheme is a scheme under which individual residents can remit or send money outside India up to the equivalent of $250,000 in a particular year. And the new provision says that this 20% TCS would only be applicable on all transactions covered under LRS from 1st of July 2023. So let's try and cover each situation one by one, starting with education. So if you're sending any money in relation to education outside the country, and if it was originally borrowed as a loan from the bank, then from 1st of July 2023, the TCS rate would be 0.5% if the value of money exceeds rupees 7 lakhs in a particular year. And the money in relation to education is being sent outside the country, which was originally not as a bank borrowing, then TCS rate after 1st of July 2023 would be 5% if the value exceeds 7 lakh rupees in a particular year. So even today as we speak, that is before the 1st of July, the same rates apply. Even after July, 0.5 and 5% apply. So there's no change in this respect. In case of medical treatment, that is if you're sending any money abroad for medical treatment purposes, from 1st of July 2023, the TCS rate would be 5% if the value exceeds 7 lakh rupees in a particular year. And there's no change what it was before 1st July and after 1st July. It is the same 5% and same threshold limit of 7 lakh rupees in a particular year. But when it comes to Forex cards, so if you're applying for a Forex or a prepaid card and you are loading INR to be converted into dollars or pounds or yen, the moment you load and convert, 20% TCS would get collected from you and there'll be absolutely no limit on this. There's no 7 lakh limit on this. Same as the concept for money exchange. You walk into a money exchange shop, you deal with the authorized person, you surrender rupee and you buy foreign currency. The moment you purchase foreign currency, they will collect 20% TCS from you and there'll again be no limit on this. But what about international debit and international credit cards? Well, the moment you use these cards, international debit or credit cards, either inside India or outside India, TCS would only get attracted 20% the moment it crosses 7 lakh rupees equivalent in a particular year. So if you're using one of these cards either inside India or you're going abroad and using it, the moment it crosses 7 lakh rupees, only then 20% TCS would get attracted. But what about repatriation by NRIs? Now, there could be situations where NRIs come to India, they sell their property and they want to take their gain back to their country of residence. Well, when they do that, will the bank collect TCS? Obviously no, because NRIs are definitely not covered under the ambit of LRS. Earlier when I said LRS was only applicable for resident individuals, and therefore since they are anyways not applicable under LRS, there is no concept of this 20% TCS from 1st July at all. Same is the case of business spends by companies. Now companies would often pay their vendors for importing services or goods or both. In respect of these payments, again there will be no TCS because per se companies are not covered under LRS. It is only individual residents. Coming to overseas tour package, a common payment amongst Indians these days. Well, if you are booking your foreign travel as a package through one of these Indian apps, in this case I've taken the example of Make My Trip, then of course you'll be paying in INR. And the moment you pay in INR, they will collect 20% TCS without any limit from 1st of July 2023. But if you're directly making a booking for your foreign travel on a foreign website and you're paying in dollars or any other foreign currency directly, and for this you're using your international debit or credit card, then like I said before, TCS of 20% would only get attracted when it crosses 7 lakh rupees in a particular year. But if using your local debit or local credit card or even Google Pay, yes, TCS would get attracted. So if you're booking your flight ticket separately or your hotel stay separately and you're using your international debit or credit card, which is a recommended way to use, then 7 lakh limit would come into picture and TCS or 20% would only get retracted once it crosses that threshold limit. Same is the case of online subscriptions. So if you're subscribing something online, some service online, and you're paying for that in dollars using your international debit or credit card, again 20% TCS would only get retracted once it crosses 7 lakh rupees in a particular year. But if you're subscribing to something like a Netflix for which you're paying in INR directly, yes, 20% TCS is bound to be collected from you at the time when you make the payment. Well, in respect of all other foreign payments which I have not specifically discussed here, and if it is made by individual residents under LRS scheme, then sure 20% TCS would definitely get retracted and there'll absolutely be no limit on this. There'll be no limit of 7 lakhs. Well, I hope I was able to make things clear through this particular video. If you like the video, you could show your support to us by hitting the like button. If you want more videos like these on a regular basis through way of notifications, you could also think of hitting the subscribe button. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and thank you.